Dressage Superstars, welcome to Tuesday Dressage Mastery TV. My name is Tash and I'm a Grand Prix Dressage. Hey Dressage Superstars, welcome to Dressage Mastery TV. My name is Natasha Althoff and I'm a Grand Prix Dressage rider from Australia. And this is my gorgeous 3.5-year-old boy, Felix. Now, I've decided to do another training video on him because I did a video to help people, can't remember what I was helping them with, and I thought, oh, a really young green horse that's only been ridden 2 months, can't really stop, can't really go, definitely can't turn, can't go on the bit, can't do anything, horse would be useful to show things because lots of people are on young, green, inexperienced horses. Now, some lovely people decided to make comments about how the horse was going, which I thought was cute because that wasn't what I was teaching, but I thought what a great opportunity because there was some legitimate questions of people going, why are you overbending the horse and why are you riding the horse with such a contact that means that he's eating his chest? And you're absolutely right. We never want a horse to eat his chest. We never want a horse to be overbent. We want the horse's nose to be on the vertical, which is a straight line. And Felix always goes with his nose tucked in. Now that's a Frisian thing. When you're on a young horse, the horse will do two things. It'll tuck behind the bit and behind the vertical, or the horse will go above the bit and above the vertical and go with his head in the air. Both things is just a horse not using his back. And I'm a big believer in my Dressage Mastery program. I'm always constantly talking about, don't worry about the head. Fix the legs, get the straightness, get the suppleness, and the head will take care of itself. So when the video was released and everyone was going on and on about his head, I was just going, but why are they doing that? I'm not even talking about his head. We're doing a video on how to turn because I'm so ingrained in my system of not worrying about where the head is. I don't, with volition or with trying, or I'm not even thinking, oh, I'm going to tuck his head in. I'm not touching his head in terms of putting him on the bit. What I'm doing is having a connection with his mouth so I can turn him. Remember, he's only been ridden 8 weeks. So I need to be able to turn him, I need to be able to stop him, and I need to teach him all these things. And when I touch him in the mouth and when I have a contact with him, he tucks under and overbends. So to answer all your questions, no, I'm not trying to put him there, and my job over the next 6 months will be teaching him how to get stronger over his back, over his active by having more active hind legs, so he can stretch out his back, more importantly stretch out his neck, and then be able to go to the bit. So I thought I would show you a little bit about how to train a horse to do that. So when we're ready, I don't like doing too much in walk. The walk is such a great pure gait, and there's no moment of suspension, and there's not so much a huge forward tendency in the walk. So I like to go into trot. So you can see now his head's above the bit. So occasionally he does go above the bit, but more often when I then say, hey, I need you to turn, and I use my outside rein and my inside rein, he might go behind. The biggest thing is that you be able to ride with soft hands out to his neck. So let's just go into trot. And you can tell he's so young. This horse doesn't go straight. You can see my outside rein is really opening out, and that's because I'm trying to get him to go on a circle. So there he wants to shoot his outside shoulder to the gate, so I'm opening my inside hand. Whoop. And there he's going in a little unbalanced, going a little faster, but you can see I can have loops in my reins. Good boy. And I'm not working on his head. I'm working on controlling that outside shoulder so it doesn't fall in. Good boy. Yeah. And he tends to lose balance a lot. You can see he just snorted and ran off because the horse doesn't know how to sit on his hind legs and how to be balanced. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. So when you're on a young horse like this, the biggest thing is start controlling what the shoulders are doing. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Don't worry about the head. The head will come into the contact as the hind legs get active and the horse can work straight. And I don't like riding young horses because it's like riding a car with no brakes and no power steering. It's not fun. And you can see him going over bent there purely because I'm touching his mouth to turn him or to tell him something's happening. But if you could feel my hands, I literally have about 5 grams of contact when I'm touching him with the mouth. So the minute I touch him in the mouth with 5 grams of contact, he comes over bent. Don't worry about it. People are always going to have opinions, and you guys are entitled to your opinions. I know the way I ride this horse and the way I train this horse is going to get him strong and get him to where he needs to be as a dressage horse. And he will go Grand Prix, no questions asked. Whoa. But this is why people don't post videos of themselves on horses that have only been ridden 8 weeks, because it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look tidy. You can see he's falling in constantly with that right shoulder, which makes sense. He's weak on the right. So on one side, he bulges out to the right, and on this side, he bulges in. You can see we're not even getting a trot rhythm that's consistent. It's too slow, then too quick, too slow, then too quick. And my job, I'm not even thinking about anything else. Firstly, let's just get the rhythm. 1, 2, without going so fast, without running off. Good boy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. And don't let him fall in, because he wants to fall in. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And there he's a bit stiff to the right. Just going to bend him, but he has to learn. Yeah, so that was a really strong half vault I did, because he went to kind of really run off after his snort. I said, no, whoa, oh, and I keep trying to dodge that poo. Hey, good boy. Riding young horses is the hardest thing to do, because you've got to be more balanced than them. You've got to be more clear than them, and you've got to be leading them about 5 strides ahead of where they are. And you've got to take them there. They need your help with everything. They can't stay on a circle by themselves. They can't stay in a rhythm by themselves. They definitely can't stay straight or supple by themselves. And of course they can't stay in a contact by themselves. So my job, and you can see, I'm not trying to hold his neck or hold him in a position. I'm just trying to guide him where I need him to go. Good boy. And as he gets stronger and more connected over his back, then I'll be able to push the neck out. The same, he is going the exact same way Arbor used to go. Really short and tight in the neck. And you can see now Arbor barely ever goes short in the neck, because he's been trained. Good boy. Whoa. Okay, so I trust that helps. I trust that gives you a little bit of an insight into what I'm thinking about when I'm riding a young horse. So if you're interested in watching that, that is a section that is in my Dressage Mastery program called Dressage Reloaded. Dressage Reloaded is where we take you through the training sessions. We train him twice weekly and put it up for people to watch, so you can follow your training along with a young horse, with an inexperienced horse. And I don't ride the horse, Lisa does, a rider of mine, so you can see how a more novice rider and a novice horse can work together and still use our Dressage Mastery system to get results. So if you're interested in Dressage Reloaded and seeing his canter work, check out dressagemastery.com. Speak to you soon. Bye.